right. So the last thing we're going to talk about right now, not SEC, but I think that this probably has the most views on it, even if it kind of doesn't deserve it a little bit. Maybe it does
I'm with you.
because Prime, Shador, Travis Hunter, but also, dude, Nebraska out of nowhere, bro. Baby Mahomes, little
Baby
baby
Mahomes.
Mahomes,
Yeah. The cousin.
dude.
Cousin, not real
I'm
cousin,
just
but
saying,
yeah.
man.
He's like my cousin.
Dylan Raiola looks pretty nasty, dude. He looks pretty crazy. Like this kid in 2 years is probably going to have the NFL in a tizzy to be the number one overall pick.
You hope, man.
Just
You
from what
really
I'm
hope. I
seeing
hope
from
so,
him,
man.
uh, just from what I'm seeing him, it's just special. Does that make sense? Like the ability to be creative, the ability to just wing the ball, just flicking it and going, ingenuity in the pocket, and just knowing where players are on the field. And this is a true freshman. This is a
Right.
true freshman, and man, I think that this is going to be a really good game. Then, of course, on the other side, you have a Colorado team that, I hate to say it, but struggled against North Dakota State, dude.
It did. It did. But
And
North Dakota State's a good, it's good,
very,
good
very,
FBS
very
team.
good
Very good.
FC. There was one of the best.
Yeah.
One of the best. I will give them that, but still an FCS team. Like
But
you're
if
supposed
you're
to,
where Colorado wants to be, you dominate that school.
right?
Right.
Like
And especially with what, 3? If by the end of the campaign, Horn might even be seeking into the first round too. So you got Shador, you got Travis Hunter, and then you got I think JT Horn. Like
mhm.
he's definitely a day 2. He's fast, man. And what do we know about the NFL? Speed
He
kills.
kills. Oh my god, dude. We'll
Right.
talk about it later. We'll talk about it later. But
We'll
yeah,
talk about that.
like Shador Sanders, Hayden running back, Wester, Hunter, and Horn Jr. Uh, just just being killers. I think the thing with Colorado that's going to continue to hold them back is their offensive line, dude.
Yep.
Uh,
That's it.
I just don't love it, dude. I just don't love how
And
they've
they
brought in
brought in,
players.
yeah.
We'll see. I just don't know how long of a leash does Coach Prime get? You know, uh,
Before he actually starts getting real criticism and
right?
starts losing.
But before they, because I'm not gonna lie, he is kind of. And I hate to say this because I like for the most part I do kind of like Dion, but he does seem like he gets like real snippy with people.
Right.
Like whenever they're asking him just normal questions, like, "Hey, at left tackle, they seem to be struggling. Do you have like a plan for that?" And he'll just come up with the most kind of like unhinged like answer. I'm not saying that that's an actual question that he was asked. I'm just saying
Yeah.
like he'll just be very kind of catty and very. I'm not gonna say like kind of
When the
like
criticism
girl like.
comes at him, right? When he gets criticized and it's just like, why did you do this play? Why are you having Travis Hunter run 63 of the 70 plays that you played last week?
Yeah,
Didn't you bring in a cornerback so he didn't have to play so much? And you could focus more on what he's probably going to be, is going to be a wide receiver in the NFL.
you think he's gonna be a wide
That's what
receiver,
you're.
brother?
I think he'll be a wide receiver, dude. That dude makes these unbelievable, I've never seen catches, man. And I think a lot of people can get not obsessed about that, but attracted to that, and that's probably what makes him a number 1
Yeah.
pick. And then if it's just like, hey, dude, you're not doing great at wide receiver, okay, we're going to give you a cornerback. You'll be the
Yeah.
highest paid cornerback in the NFL. Okay, cool.
I just
Like,
don't love that he's not getting the. He's not getting. It's kind of like an MMA fighter, right? Where an MMA fighter trains in everything to be decent at everything, not to be a master or anything. It kind of feels like he's not mastering anything. He's just out there playing football,
right.
right? And when you get to the
At
NFL,
by a
dude, like
very high level.
right, 100%. But it's just kind of like, is he good? Is he going to be a really good player, or is he going to be the greatest of all time? I don't think that you can be the greatest of all time and split time. That's not normally how greatness is achieved, right?
Right.
It's normally a super focused on one thing, and that's what you put all your time towards. And then over time, you prove that that thing is the greatest you're good at, right? With him,
Exactly.
it's kind of like Pat Mahomes trying to play defensive end, right? Could he do it? Maybe. And let's just say let's say Pat was a decent defensive end, and then he's just split time at Texas Tech between being a quarterback and then being a defensive end. It wouldn't make no sense to me. Like,
Exactly.
Hunter has the ability to be the greatest corner of all time, and I think that splitting up his time at wide receiver and then also putting that extra weight on his body, all the extra fatigue on his body, and I think you're just going to injure him more hits on him, and he has less of an NFL career.
Right. And you know what? Actually, now that you say that, I was going to say he is playing a lot, and he is getting hit a lot, and he's not the biggest guy, and so he's really got to get to the NFL, and then the NFL, the team is going to they're going to be straight with them. You have to pick, and depending on the team, they're probably going to pick for him.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to be like, hey, you're done. We can use you at wide receiver if we need to, but we're going to go cornerback because we need you at cornerback. Right. Or vice versa. When the Giants go to draft the opposite of Malik Neighbors round 1, they're going to probably want Hunter as a wide receiver.
Like, dude, you need to see this. Like, this Hodge kid right here has a 90 overall PFF grade. And I guarantee Travis Hunter's a better athlete than this Hodge kid.
Yeah.
Right?
I think we all agree he's probably the best athlete in the country.
Right. I think so too. But the thing is, having him here and having him here kind of intuitively messes up that because he's not getting the reps at corner he needs, or he's not getting all the reps at wide receiver he needs. On top of that, he's doing both things fatigued, right? And that just puts a lot of stress on the mind, the body, and over time, it just takes time off you. Sorry, we're on a Travis Hunter tangent.
Hey, we have to be. It is. So let's gravitate and look at. This seems like a very even matchup on lines. This looks like something that maybe we're seeing that they might have better chances, or maybe they're just really overrating the offensive line because of the Dion effect.
Why are they playing in New England?
No, it's Nebraska.
No, oh my god, that was so stupid.
I kid you not. I have done the same thing. I literally looked
at
any and
been so
like,
dumb of me. Oh my god.
And the only reason I can correct you is because I've done that exact same thing. And I literally had some Texas A&M fan, she used to be my manager, look at me and she's like, you mean Nebraska? You dumb.
To be honest,
and I was
I forgot Nebraska was a state. God, it was a state.
We're just corn, buddy.
We're literally talking about. I thought that, dude. That's not taught. Okay, I just got working it.
So we think Matt Rule's the better coach.
Yes, I do think Matt Rule's a better coach. I think he's proved that.
But right now, they have the better quarterback on Colorado. We think Nebraska's probably slightly better.
You think Shedeur Sanders is better than Dylan Raiola?
Right now. Yes.
I don't know
better.
I don't know. I just think
he has worse players.
I don't know,
man. I could see Shedeur Sanders being a first round draft pick.
Of course. I think he's a first round draft pick too, because I don't think he's a bad player. I just don't think that he's baby Mahomes.
No.
I think Shedeur Sanders is going to be, to be honest, if I'm being very, very.
Mahomes.
Yes, he was in Texas Tech.
Not for a while. not freshman year.
Oh no, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Not freshman year.
That's what I think.
Yeah,
That's what I think. That's why I think Raiola is different. I think he's
So
already
you
been
think he's going to
Mahomes.
be Mahomes' freshman year? He's going to be blowing 530 plus yards.
If that same player that showed up last week against that team they played is even half of what uh, I saw in this game, I think that he's putting up 35 points against Colorado. Just because I don't love Colorado right now.
Their defense isn't great.
No, I don't, and I think that
But
Matt
again, new
Rule
scheme.
right.
They got some. They got 2 defensive end from Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's a good program. These are 2 more mature, so hopefully we might actually see Colorado's defensive line show up. Here maybe another week of getting that new defensive scheme under them, and hopefully they look a little bit better. I think there's a lot of questions for me with both these teams. Personally, I think this could be a very close matchup. I almost want to lean toward Colorado. I think I'm going to differ from you here.
Yeah,
I think I'm going to go Colorado.
I think you should. I mean, if that's what your heart's telling you, great.
Yeah. I like Hunter. I like Horn. I think Horn's highly underrated in the scoring. They gave him like a 58. I think he's better than a 58. And I think Shedeur Sanders, if the line can match up against Nebraska's defensive line, which from what we're seeing, it looks like to be pretty favorable for a good matchup. I think Shedeur, if he can sit back there, I think he can pick Nebraska's defense apart.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that I disagree with you that much. I just think that this is not the same Nebraska as last year. And I think that having this QB it's going to be a difference. I think it's going to be more of a shootout. And honestly, I think it's going to be a really close shootout. I think that we're talking probably one of the games of the week, if not the game of the week. And I think that it's going to be 28-27 Nebraska.
Okay. Again, I have to just go back to the line. And if Shedeur Sanders doesn't, because if you looked at that North Dakota State thing, and that's what kind of worries me too, it's all about his offensive line. He was literally throwing in tight windows with the line collapsing on him, getting annihilated, by the way. Again, it looks like he's about to start to repeat the most sacked quarterback again.
Right.
He's just starting over from last year. And he's making
that's what I'm saying. As I think that Nebraska's defensive line is better than North Dakota State's. That's all I'm saying. I think that Shedeur Sanders is really good. Do I think that he can overcome that offensive line? No, I don't think that he's. I think that it's absolutely atrocious. Yet again, I think Hunter playing both sides, him being fatigued, is not helping the team either. I think Prime's ego is getting in the way of him being a good coach. To be honest, I think Matt Rule wins. Because I think he's setting his team up better to win. If that makes sense, I think he has. I think in terms of talent, I think Colorado might have a bit more. But in terms of having that QB, that head coach, and then an all-around good team, I think it's Nebraska. Like I said, the difference is probably 1 point. And I think it's 28-27.
Probably go a little different than you. I'd say. I think I'd like to go like 28-24.
Okay. Colorado?
Yeah, Colorado.
Okay.
And I think Colorado, it's 24-21, minute and 30 left, one timeout. Colorado goes down there, gets that game winner. They've got the better player.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. That's how I see it. So maybe not as high scoring, still a really good football game. I expect Raiola to do his thing, 300, 3 touchdowns, like 2, maybe hand off 1 in. like that, and look really good out there.
Yeah.
But because you can against Colorado's defense, I think
Yeah.
I think a high school quarterback could look good against Colorado's defense at this point from what we saw against North Dakota State's.
Jesus, don't do that to him. Don't do that to him. All right,
but I'm picking them to win.
Yeah, you're picking them to win. All right, so I think that's pretty much it. I think we covered everything we wanted to, right?
Yeah, no, I liked it, man. Right. Guys, we want to keep college football involved, but we really want to focus on the NFL. So I think what we're going to end up doing is like we talked about before.
We'll do a Friday night talk, and like I said, we'll just segment it up to the games that we want to talk about. Then
right. We want to keep our fans informed. We want y'all to like. We want y'all to subscribe. We believe in this, and we want to keep doing it. And we want to keep bringing you new and exciting conversations. So hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Help us out, y'all.
All right. Well, I appreciate you tuning into Roar Sports Media. We'll be here more consistently. Thank you for watching, and like I said, like, subscribe. Peace.